A couple hiking in the woods found a locked chest buried beneath tree roots. When they opened it, they froze in fear. Tom and Jenny, both in their late 30s, loved hiking in remote places. One weekend, they chose a quiet forest trail deep in Oregon's Cascade Mountains. It was peaceful, birds chirping, leaves crunching underfoot. But around noon, they noticed something strange beside the path. A large tree with roots curving around something metal. Tom knelt down and brushed away dirt and moss. What they saw looked like the edge of a rusted box. Something old with a thick lock still attached. It was half buried beneath the roots, like the tree had grown around it over time. It didn't look like trash. It was too solid, too intentional. With effort, they cleared the rest of the dirt and pulled the heavy chest out. The lock was rusted, but not enough to stop Tom. Using a rock and a metal hiking tool, he eventually broke it. The moment the lock snapped off, the smell hit them. It wasn't just old wood and damp earth. It was something sour, something wrong. Inside were papers, hundreds of them stacked in folders. Some were stained and crumbling, but one folder caught Jenny's attention. It had photos inside, black and white, all showing children in old-fashioned clothes, standing in rows like school pictures. But their eyes had been scratched out. Behind the photos were pages of medical notes, scribbled handwriting, diagrams of the human brain, records of names, dates, and strange experiments. It didn't feel fake. It felt official, too real. Jenny found a small metal tag at the bottom of the chest. It read, "Property of Brookridge Institute, closed 1957. They had never heard of that place. Shaken, they packed up a few papers and photos and hiked back in silence. That night, they contacted the local sheriff. Police took the chest and launched an investigation. Days later, local news reported something unexpected. Brookridge Institute was a real facility. An old psychiatric center shut down nearly 70 years ago after reports of unethical experiments on children. The rest of the documents, now in the hands of state authorities, were being reviewed by historians and investigators. Some said the findings could rewrite parts of local history. Tom and Jenny never returned to that trail. To this day, no one knows who buried the chest or why it was hidden so carefully. Some believe it was an attempt to bury the past. Others think it was a warning left for someone to find.